Welcome to the virtual college fair for all Virginia students, sponsored by the Virginia Association of Collegiate Registrars and Admission Counselors and StriveScan. Before we get started this evening, just a few quick housekeeping items. The first is the use of the Q&A button. We certainly encourage you to ask questions of the panelists. To do so, you will utilize that Q&A button. If you have a question for a specific school, please write that school's name before your question. If you have a general question, that's fine. You can just pose the question. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists will not be able to see or hear you during this presentation. We also want to remind you to please go ahead and sign up for more sessions at that same StriveScan Virginia website. And also within 1 week from today, you'll also find a recording of this session on that same website. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce our first school of the evening, University of Lynchburg.
Awesome. Hello and welcome to the University of Lynchburg. My name is Gabrielle Jones. I graduated in 19. I am also the admissions counselor for Tidewater, Virginia, as well as North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, and Texas. I'll be introducing the University of Lynchburg today and going over our presentation with you. So again, welcome to the University of Lynchburg, and we're going to start our presentation. So we're known as one of the colleges that change lives. Changing lives is what we do best, and it shows. We rank among the region's best colleges and universities, and we're one of the best values around. Lynchburg instantly feels like family and becomes your second home forever. We have about 2,000 undergraduate students and 1,000 graduate students. We have small class sizes and with big ideas and one-on-one interactions. We have 11-to-1 faculty and staff ratio and an average class size of 16. We offer more than 100 majors, minors, and pre-professional programs. We probably have what you're looking for. If you change your mind, you have choices. And if you don't know, you can explore and find what fits you best. Maybe you already know you want to be a physician's assistant, a physical therapist, or even an athletic trainer. We have these pathway programs for you. They hold your seats to our Lynchburg students and even into our master's or doctorate programs. And they make sure that you have the ability to go from your undergraduate program into a doctoral or master's program. So make sure to check out more information on our website at lynchburg.edu. Learning by doing is a core principle of Lynchburg education. Here are a few examples. Criminology majors learn fingerprinting, practice surveillance tactics, and even turn campus into a mock crime scene. Our health science majors have the opportunity to practice in clinicals for an internship and explore the human body with our anatomage table and a cadaver lab. Our business students use real funds from the university endowment to buy and sell on real financial markets. And another core principle is high impact learning. It helps you take your education to the next level. So what does that mean? It's internships. Our Career and Professionalism Center is here to help you find an internship to connect you to your future career. Nick, who's pictured in the picture in front of you, built telescope parts on a 3D printer for the Belk Observatory. He used his research to earn a highly competitive internship with the Department of Energy. And it's study abroad. Almost 1/3 of our students study abroad. Our students study in Vietnam, Iceland, India, Guatemala, Italy, all over the world. There are opportunities and scholarships that make study abroad an option for everyone. And finally, it's about research. More than half of our students do research with their professors. It's a big reason so many of our students get into graduate school. And in the lab or out, your professors will know your name. Their main goal is to support you and help you succeed. We're invested in your future and ready to help you find and reach your goals. Here's what a few of our graduates are doing now. Landon is a professional gamer, and his Call of Duty team has almost 800,000 subscribers on YouTube. And Nat was getting paying gigs from nationally recognized athletic teams before she even graduated from the University of Lynchburg. and now she shoots photos full-time for Duke Athletics. Jamar is a senior policy coordinator with the Department of Health and Human Services and serves as our alumni board chair. Emily has mentored several communication students and is senior manager of audience at USA Today. And Francesca is head of America's Solutions Architecture and Customer Success for Amazon. Twice a year, alumni come back for Hornet to Hornet, where they meet and network with and advise our current students here on the campus. But it's also not all about studying. After class, there's always something to do with your friends at Lynchburg. Fraternity and sorority life, we have 70 clubs and more than 2,000 events every year. We promise you won't get bored. And we're pretty serious about sports here too. More than half of our students are involved in sports in one way or another. And we're the only D3 team streaming games online at ESPN3. College should be an adventure, and we have adventures galore. The outdoor leadership program takes students rafting, hiking, caving, and more. It's affordable too. More trips are under $15. So come visit us. We have on-campus visits right now, and we even have virtual visits if you don't feel comfortable joining us on campus. We have virtual open houses too coming up on October 14th and November 19th. So what are your next steps to apply? The fastest results will be from applying on our website. We are also on the Common App and the Coalition app. Then you'll send us your FAFSA to get the best financial aid package. Your materials that you'll need for your application process will be a required transcript and application. As of this academic year, we are test optional, and it's optional to send in an essay or a letter of recommendation. Decision comes within 2 to 3 weeks. At Lynchburg, you'll get a life-changing education at an affordable price. But more than that, you'll find friends for life and a place you can always call home. Here at Lynchburg, your home. To contact us for more information, go to admissions@lynchburg.edu or to find more information at lynchburg.edu. Thank you so much.
Great, thank you very much, Lynchburg. Our next presenter this evening will be Stevenson University.
Hi everyone, my name is Katie Reynolds. I'm an Associate Director at Stevenson University. I'm really looking forward to sharing with you all the great things that Stevenson has to offer. So we are a smaller institution. We have just under 3,000 full-time students, and we are in Maryland. So if you're familiar with the Maryland, Baltimore area, we're in the suburbs of Baltimore County, but we do have great access to Baltimore City for students for internships, research, and then also fun recreational things. So we're only about 30 minutes north of Baltimore, and if you're familiar, we're about 30 minutes or so from Towson as well. As I said, we're a small school, so you can see our average class size is about 17 students, and our student to teacher faculty ratio is about 15-1. So our faculty are really invested in you as a student. They're invested in your success. I always say they're going to challenge you, but the point of them challenging you is to make you a better student, to help you have really exceptional experiences over the 4 years at Stevenson, but also prepare you for life beyond Stevenson. That's a big focus for us and something we're talking to you about in your freshman year about what do you want to do after college. Is it graduate school? Is it a specific type of job you want to be applying for? And what can you do in the 4 years here to set you up for success, again, beyond Stevenson? So a part of that, 100% of our majors provide career exploration, and almost all of them require career exploration. So that's internship, research, or a capstone course, which is a project-based problem-solving course you would take your senior year. Overall, we have over 90 academic programs to choose from. That's majors, minors, tracks, which for us is a focus area within a major, and then also pre-professional programs like pre-med and pre-law, and I'll show you our list of majors in a second. I do want to mention we're a small school, but we're a very diverse institution, and that's something we take a lot of pride in. So when you're at Stevenson, you're going to have the opportunity to meet lots of different people who look like you, who don't look like you, who come from similar backgrounds, and who come from very different backgrounds. So something we take a lot of pride in. So, sorry, my mouse was dead for a second. This is our list of majors. So I'll just briefly mention our most popular major is nursing. It is direct entry, so you can be admitted to the program as a freshman and start in the program right away. Other popular majors are criminal justice, psychology, business administration, deciding. So students who don't have a declared major yet, it's very popular as well. And then we also have some really unique programs like film and moving image, fashion design, biomedical engineering, cybersecurity, and digital forensics. So a lot to choose from and a lot of ways to get what you're looking for out of the Stevenson experience. I do want to highlight our 3 scholars programs quickly, and you can find more information on that website if any of these spark an interest in you. We have our traditional honors program, but it has some unique experiences because it also combines outside the classroom work in addition to the actual honors courses you're taking. It's a lot of collaboration with faculty as well as the upperclassmen in the program. So it's a great community experience, not just honors classes. And then we also have our leadership and service scholars programs, which are 4-year programs, obviously focused in the areas they're named after. Again, they combine inside and outside the classroom experiences, really great opportunity to grow as an individual and to really elevate your Stevenson experience and learn how to be a leader and learn how to really serve your community. So again, definitely check out that website if you want to learn more about those exceptional programs and the opportunities they provide for our students on campus. In terms of our application process, we have 3 main pieces of the application itself, which is free online, the high school transcript, and the essay and short response. Once those items are submitted, typical turnaround time for us and a decision is about 3 to 4 weeks. We are test optional for seniors this year, and letters of recommendation are optional this year as well. We have very generous scholarships. As you can see, there's lots of options, and all of our deadlines are scholarship deadlines. So we don't use early action or early decision. All of our deadlines are based off of scholarship review. Our first deadline is December 1st for merit-based awards. These start at $10,000 a year and go up to $20,800 a year, and solely based off of your academics. So looking at your transcript, and we actually award you that in your acceptance letter. So it's all part of the same process. Our largest scholarship, as you can see, is our full tuition scholarship, the Presidential Fellowship, that also has a December 1st deadline. Another cool thing about the Leadership and Service Scholars Program, which I just mentioned, aside from the opportunities you get, is there is a scholarship associated with that, and you can see the deadline and GPA requirement there. We do offer major-based scholarships for theater and visual arts students. Theater is an audition scholarship. Visual arts is portfolio-based. And then we offer a very cool founder scholarship, which is interview-based. It's more of a conversation than an interview. We just like to get to know you a little bit better as a student. So again, really generous scholarship programs. We really want to reward you for your hard work. This is just all of our deadlines listed succinctly. So you can see from December 1st, our first deadline. February 1st is our final scholarship consideration deadline. So that's important to know. I do want to mention we do have as well options between in-person and virtual visits. Everything is listed at stevenson.edu/visit, so virtual options are clearly listed there. So we want to provide as much opportunity as possible for you guys to learn about Stevenson in whatever way and method works best for you and your family. And then this is my contact information. So I'm the individual representative for every student from Virginia. So if you ever have any questions, you can email me, call me, text me. We do counselor calls where you can chat with me individually. If you go to stevenson.edu/meet counselor, you can schedule a counselor call with me. I'd be happy to get to know you better. Thanks, guys.
Great. Thank you very much, Stevenson. Our next presenter this evening will be Mary Baldwin University.
Okay. Well, hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining this information session. My name is Nora Maturi, and I'm an admissions counselor here at Mary Baldwin University. Please feel free to ask me any questions through the chat box during my presentation. I've also included my contact information at the very end if you'd like to get in touch with me afterwards. Okay, so I want to start off with what's important to us here at MBU, and that's our students. Our goal is to help you find your fit, and Michaela, who we were very lucky to work with here in the admissions office, found us here, and this is what she has to say about us. So I'm going to read this for you. I dealt with a lot of insecurity in middle school and high school, and I was content to hide in the background of every class. Coming to MBU, where some of my classes only had about 12 people, meant that I was given the chance to speak up and feel comfortable sharing my thoughts among a class filled with my peers. If you're looking for a school that will make you as an individual feel special, then MBU is the place for you. And that really resonates with all of our student body. So Mary Baldwin is a small university located in Stanton, Virginia. We are just one block away from our downtown area, which was voted one of the top 20 best small towns in America and best main streets. MBU is one of the most ethnically diverse campuses. Our class of 2022 is 58% student of color, and our campus is represented by students from 39 states and 6 different countries. So by putting our students first, Mary Baldwin wants you to take what you learn in the class and apply it into the real world. We have wonderful academic opportunities from the moment you step foot on campus. Students are able to complete internships starting their freshman year. And senior year, they all complete a capstone project. We have many leadership opportunities on campus available to everyone, over 50 clubs and organizations, as well as Division III athletics. We also offer several resources on campus to help students succeed, including our Center for Student Success, which is equipped with a writing center, quantitative center, an Office of Personal and Professional Development. MBU offers over 50 majors and minors, as well as 11 graduate degree programs. We have roughly 1,000 undergraduate students, an average class size of 17 with an 11-to-1 student-faculty ratio. With class sizes this small, really our goal is to make sure that you're a great fit for the university, first of all, but also find your niche and your calling while you're here at MBU. So although we are a co-ed university, we do offer 4 very distinctive programs for women here at MBU. The first one is our College for Women, which is a unique program available exclusively to young women. It builds on leadership skills and builds your strengths. And the second one is our Virginia Women's Institute for Leadership, and it's the nation's only all-female cadet corps. It builds leadership skills as well, but it also prepares you for a military career upon graduation. We do offer all branches of the military. The third program is our program for the exceptionally gifted, which is a unique opportunity for girls as young as 13 who are looking to attend college early. It's highly selective and allows these young women to earn a 4-year degree. So if you're thinking about bypassing high school and attending college, this is a great opportunity for you. And the fourth program is Ida B. Wells, which is a community for women of African descent who want to explore culture, identity, leadership, and civic engagement. Now, I know I've done a ton of talking, and hopefully I've gotten you interested to hear about our next steps. Our applications are currently open. You're able to apply directly through our website or the Common App. It's free to apply to MBU. Once we receive your application, you can expect to hear a decision from us within about 2 weeks. The typical MBU student has mostly A's and B's on their transcript. And this year, as most universities are, we are test optional. So if you'd like to include, an essay or a letter of recommendation to boost your application, we're more than happy to review that as well. And lastly, I wanted to talk about financial aid. Our goal at Mary Baldwin is to provide you with an affordable private university education. So all students who are accepted receive merit-based scholarships. This year, merit scholarships range between $16,000 and $22,000, and you'll receive this amount every year for the 4 years that you're at MBU. And 95% of our students do receive financial aid and scholarships, and we typically have financial aid packages out to students as early as November. So again, here's my contact information. I'm so thankful that you joined us for this session. If you do have any questions, would like to set up a visit, we are in person. Currently, we do visits Monday through Friday, 2 sessions throughout the day, 1 at 10 a.m. and 1 at 2 p.m. and we'd love to have you here. So please reach out to me if you have any questions. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mary Baldwin. And if you do have any questions for any of our presenters, maybe something you heard or maybe something that you didn't hear that you'd like to follow up on, please feel free to use that Q&A feature. Up next this evening will be Davis and Elkins College.
Hi, thanks for joining tonight. Davidson Elkins College is a small private college in Elkins, West Virginia. That's about 4 hours away from Northern Virginia, 2.5 hours away from Winchester, Virginia, and maybe about 5 hours away from Richmond. Just to talk to you a little bit about your college search in general, I think the most important thing to think about when you're searching for colleges is your own personality and where you think that personality will fit in best with the environment. So there's so many different colleges out there, small, large, in between, in a big city, in a small town. Davidson Elkins is a very small college in a small town. It's a very safe campus. You have small classes that you get a lot of one-on-one instruction with the professors. You know your classmates by name. You don't have to work to stick out in a crowd. So the professors will know you by name, and you're not just a number on a roll sheet. So I think there's pros and cons about large and small, so it has to fit your personality best, because if you aren't happy where you are, you won't learn. The second thing to think about are the programs each college has. Davidson Elkins has a very good criminology program, nursing, education, psychology. Those are some of our top programs. If you're thinking about engineering, maybe Davidson Elkins wouldn't be the right fit for you. So it does have a lot to do with the programs each college offers. And then the last thing, obviously cost is very important. But for most colleges, I hope cost doesn't dissuade you from applying and trying to get into your top school, because all colleges can try to make it work with financial aid for you, and Davidson Elkins is no different. Even though we're a private school, we can be very affordable. 98% of our students get some type of financial aid, and grants and scholarships are the thing that D&E spends the most money on, more than teacher salaries, more than room and board, things like that. Our top budget line item is scholarships and grants back to the students. So I'm going to share a quick video with you.
The world looks a lot different now. A number of things are uncertain, but it's in uncertainty that leaders rise.
COVID has presented a lot of obstacles to us as an institution because we are a hands-on institution. We're all about an individual relationship with students.
Despite uncertainty, some things stay the same.
But I would have to say the basis of Davidson Elkins, which is all about the transformation of lives, has not changed. Being in a small institution, we get to know them so much better that they're not so much a number, more so we know their names. You won't just go to a class of 300 and be a lasting role. That has allowed us to really see more of each other and become closer together.
Students are encouraged to celebrate their diversity, express their creativity, engage in competition, and seize their futures.
A lot of opportunity for students to be involved on campus. They can grow as leaders. They can rise to the top in a variety of ways on campus.
We have student organizations that fit just about any thought, desire, or need of a college student. Anything from the accounting club to the Black student.
You'll be exposed to new ideas and challenges outside of the classroom.
D&E provides a different array of opportunities to the students because they do have connections. There's a big alumni base and a lot of successful alumni there that do provide opportunities for the students to, maybe go do an internship or have those other experiences that you may not have at a larger school.
During your time at Davidson Elkins, you will learn skills and tools that will translate to success in the workplace.
Through D&E, I was able to spend a full summer at Johns Hopkins University and West Virginia University doing biomedical research internships, which I don't think I would have been able to view otherwise.
Our campus is nestled in the town of Elkins, West Virginia, where students are welcomed as part of the community.
It is hidden jewel area. We have some of the best fishing in the country, some of the best hiking trails, some of the best state parks, some of the best skiing.
At Davidson Elkins College, the experience is about more than an education. It is about building a future.
The most unique thing about DNE is being able to walk to a classroom, see 4 or 5 people, it's just that friendliness that honestly that's what's like. It's like family. It's fantastic to have that, especially being 3,000 miles from home.
The reason I chose Davidson Elkins College was because it was such a close-knit community. When I visited on campus for the first time, I felt like I was at home. I loved being up in the middle of the woods and all the scenery and the architecture of the buildings.
DNA, it's a safe place, not only physically safe here, but it's a safe place for them to change their mind, for them to change their major, for them to change direction, and that we will be there to support them every step of the way, because ultimately what we want is for them to find what it is that brings meaning and purpose to life.
Things on campus may look different than the typical college experience, but our students have never been typical. Join us today in leading the way.
So thanks again for attending tonight, and best of luck on your college search. Thank you.
Great. Thank you very much, Davidson Elkins. Our next presenter this evening will be University of Louisville.
Hello, can you guys hear me? Okay. Let me get started on this. Sorry, give me 1 sec. Okay, thank you guys so much for having me. My name is Robin Komar, and I am with the University of Louisville. Obviously, Louisville is, the University of Louisville is located in Louisville, Kentucky. I am the DC Metro Regional Rep, so my territory includes all of Virginia, the District of Columbia, and Maryland. So any questions, there's my email, and I'll have some contact information at the end of the presentation as well. This is kind of an aerial snapshot of campus. So we are public school, or public research school. We do have the Carnegie 1 classification for research, which means we have lots of research going on. We do have a medical school. I'm going to speak to that here in a little bit, but it also means that our undergraduates have some really great access to research as well. We also are a Division I school, and we do compete in the ACC conference. However, we are 12,000 undergraduate students. So for a Division I school, we're not overwhelmingly big. It's a really nice size. It's a very manageable size. So you get the energy and the school spirit of a Division I school, but you're going to get small class sizes and a very manageable campus. And you can see right here, everything is kind of surrounds campus. All the athletic facilities, all the dorms, including the football stadium, are all right there. You can walk from one end to the other end in about 10 minutes. It also means that class sizes average to be about 26 students per class, and it's a 13-to-1 student faculty ratio. So again, you have the school spirit and the energy. It's really strong in Louisville because we don't even have an NFL team, so everybody shows up to cheer on the Cardinals. But we are a really nice, manageable size. These are some kind of things I want to highlight. So I kind of touched on that 12,000 undergraduate student body and the manageable campus. We do have 12 academic colleges, and I'm going to talk about those in a second, with over 200 majors. So we do have a little bit of everything. Again, we do have this Carnegie 1 research classification. So we've actually been doing some really cutting edge research with COVID. We've been on the front lines with that. But if you're a student that's interested in STEM and research is important to you, and having the opportunity to do that at undergraduate level, you will be able to do that here at Louisville. 25% of our students do come from out of state, and that continues to grow. We have a really big regional team, and we recruit all across the country and also internationally. And so that number continues to grow as well. We have been recognized as the most diverse university in Kentucky. And so 35% of our students identify with one or more races. So we have the racial diversity, the cultural diversity, the religious diversity, and the regional diversity as well. So we're really proud of that. That's important to us. 30% of our students are first generation college students as well. So we have a lot of programming around that. And so again, that's something that we're proud of and we like to highlight. We have over 450 student clubs, so lots of ways to get involved. Our Student Government Association is really active, and they're always putting on really fun events. And we do have 32 Greek organizations, including all the Divine Nine historically Black fraternities and sororities as well. We also are you know, you have to say this with the degree of with the grain of salt, we are affordable in many ways. We do have a couple of scholarships that I'm going to talk about that are specific to out-of-state students. So we have a DC Metro one that's pretty significant. And then even if you don't live in the DC Metro area, we do have another scholarship that's an automatic regional scholarship. So it doesn't require anything on your end. So I will talk about that here in a second. So you can see here, these are our 12 different academic colleges. Some of the highlights, we have a really great engineering program that's a co-op model. So our students are participating in a paid internship 3 semesters, and these are vetted partnerships that we have. So they're getting hands-on experience in their field of engineering and getting paid. We have a really strong College of Business, and we have some really great partnerships with some companies in Louisville. We have 3 Fortune 500 companies located in Louisville. We have a School of Nursing, an affiliated hospital. We actually have a really strong School of Music as well. For Virginia students, we are on the Academic Common Market for equine. So we have an equine major under our College of Business because we are home to the Kentucky Derby and we are horse country. So it's the business side of the equine major. And we also have an American Sign Language program as well. So this is where some of our students are going. This is where they're interning, they're ending up. UPS is headquartered in Louisville. They have a really great partnership with us. So a lot of our students, some students just have part-time jobs there, but they're also receiving a scholarship. We have a reciprocal relationship with them. So that's an additional scholarship opportunity. And we have one of the biggest contracts with the Adidas and the ACC. So our sports management students have really good opportunities to intern with Adidas, as does our marketing majors within our College of Business. And then this is our regional scholarship. So you can see DC Metro kind of includes Northern Virginia up to like Stafford. And so if you live in like outside of that, Charlottesville, Norfolk, you're not included in this. So I wanted to mention this. It's $10,000 for the DC Metro students. It's an automatic award. It goes up to $16,000 and you get it right off the bat. There's no additional application. If you don't live in that area, you can see here it goes from $5,000 to $15,000. We are test optional this year. So you'll get this award without having to submit a test score. We're $38,000 total. So all of those awards are taken off right off the bat. These are not, we have other additional scholarships, but we have the regional award and that national scholar award, which is an automatic scholarship based on this year, your GPA. We're a rolling school. So, you know, I encourage you to apply sooner rather than later. We look at applications as they come in. We don't have a hard and fast deadline. We do have a December 15th deadline for our honors program and our competitive scholarships. And then finally, there's some pictures of Louisville. The city of Louisville is great. There's not other big institutions in Louisville. We are the only big one there. We have a strong presence. The school spirit is felt all throughout the city. So from a student perspective, internships, you're not competing with other students for internships or jobs. There's really great partnerships with some other universities. And I'm done, sorry.
Thank you very much, Louisville. And our last presenter for this evening will be Roanoke College.
Perfect. So as you can see here, Roanoke College is located in Salem, Virginia. We are always nominated and keep popping up in the Princeton Review for the best 386 colleges. And we get that for a couple of reasons. We are a top liberal arts college for undergraduate teaching. We are a top producer of Fulbright scholars. We find ourselves in the top 20 for accessible and approachable professors. We have a wonderful living and learning residential community, a 4-year residential program here at Roanoke College. And then we also have a wonderful global network. That includes our alumni here in the United States and then also overseas as well. We are located in the friendly town of Salem. Everything you need as a college student is located kind of right at your front doorstep here of campus. Restaurants, shopping, live music, and then we are also located next to the exciting city of Roanoke, Virginia. Very large metropolitan area here in Southwest Virginia, where you can find even more dining, even more shopping, more outdoor events, museums, the airport, and also the Amtrak station right in downtown Roanoke. And then we also have wonderful scenery here in the Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia. The Appalachian Trail is about 10 minutes away from campus. You can see some students there up on McAfee's Knob, which is one of the most photographed spots on the AT. So again, you kind of get 3 campuses in one. You get that small town feel, you get that city feel, and you also get that outdoorsy campus here at Roanoke College. We have just over 2,000 undergraduate students. We are made up of 42% male, 58% female. 54 of our students come from Virginia, and 46% of our students come from out of state. We are represented in 39 different states and 31 international countries. And again, like I said, we do have guaranteed on-campus housing all 4 years. Our student faculty to ratio is 13-1, and our average class sizes are 18 students per classroom. So you really do get that individual education that is tailored to you. You are in the classroom, your professors get to know you, they're going to challenge you, but yet you have such a wonderful support system on campus. We also have over 1,000+ career mentors. That's part of our Maroon Mentor program. Kind of like a big brother, big sister program where you get paired with alumni or faculty here at Roanoke College that are in the field you want to go into or the major that you currently are. They are there to talk to you about opportunities on campus, maybe start your networking or your professional portfolio at Roanoke. So maybe offer you an internship in the summer wherever you may be wanting to live or go or that they're working. We have over 50 majors plus our 69 minors, concentrations, and pre-professional programs. We have everything from accounting to theater. We have new majors in education. So if you want to be an English educator, a history educator, a mathematics educator, you can do that at Roanoke College. We also have new programs in data analytics and also our engineering science programs. We have wonderful pre-professional programs, so pre-nursing, pre-med, pre-dentistry, pre-vet. We've got students that have gone on to wonderful medical schools, veterinarian schools, dental schools, law schools from Roanoke College. We are known for our business program. That is still our largest major here on campus. The neat thing about our business program is you get to start a business from scratch your senior year as part of your business policy class. You present that kind of Shark Tank style pitch to a group of investors, businessmen and women from the Roanoke area, business law folk from the Roanoke area, and your final grade is all about your business pitch. So at Roanoke, we have topic-based core curriculum. We call them intellectual inquiries. So instead of your boring old chemistry 101, stat 101, you get to choose topics that interest you. These are real-world experiential learning situations. So chemistry and crime might be your chemistry class. Sports statistics, does gun control save lives, weather, nutrition, you name it, you can take a class in those based off of topics that are happening in the world. So instead of sociology 101, women in politics, history, tons of different options there for history classes that are engaging you in the classroom. And a lot of students that come in undecided, they're using these core curriculum classes to find classes that they want to be as their major. So maybe it's a professor that inspires you or sparks that interest. That's how you find your major. Maybe it's one of these classes that you're really into. That's how you find your major if you are undecided. These real world experiences are guaranteed at Roanoke. You've got creative works. You've got research opportunities. Those are not just limited to students in the field of sciences. Service learning. We do a lot of community service at Roanoke College. Every freshman class actually builds a house for Habitat for Humanity on campus, and we send them into the Roanoke community for families that are in need. Internships, hands-on experience at Roanoke, and then study away. We have a wonderful semester abroad program, and we also have our May term program, which you have to take one time during your 4 years at Roanoke College. That allows you to travel abroad with faculty and Roanoke students. It's an intensive learning term during May, obviously. Or you can travel domestically, or you can stay on campus in Salem. We've gone everywhere from Spain to Germany to Japan. We've done the leadership courses down at Disney, history of Hawaii, the national parks, and even an economy class cruise along the Alaskan coastline. So these are some examples of where our alumni work, where our students have interned, or where our students are getting into graduate schools. You see some really big names up there: Harvard University, med school, law school, Duke, Washington and Lee Law School, the University of Richmond for students in Virginia, and then Fortune 500 companies as well. We also have 101 different clubs and organizations to join, everything from esports to our board game club. Always something to find on campus, a very involved campus. We are Division III for athletics. And then, of course, our scholarships. We are a merit-based scholarship school. We also have our honors and fellowship grants, our visit grant for in-person or virtual visit, and then something new that we're doing this year is our FAFSA filer grant. So if you file the FAFSA with us by March 1st, you will get $1,000 annually there. Here are some ways to apply to Roanoke if you have not already. We have our early decision and our early action still available, and we are going to start rolling those decisions out currently. And then early action 2 will be rolling out as soon as you apply, and most of those decisions will happen by December 4th. So thank you for joining Roanoke College's presentation.
Great. Thank you very much, Roanoke College. We do have a couple minutes left, which is a great opportunity for attendees to submit any questions they might have through the Q&A feature. While we're waiting to see what questions come up, why don't we just kind of go around quickly, maybe answer one of these two questions, either what is a tradition at your college that's kind of interesting that students don't learn about until they get there, or since it's tough to do presentations in 6 minutes, what's one thing that you would have put in your presentation this evening if you had more time? And so we'll quickly go around, 30 seconds, and answer those questions. And we'll start with Lynchburg, please.
Your question was what our tradition was?
Yes.
Okay, so one that I can think of is we have a tradition of Turkey Bowl on campus. So that is for our intramural sports, of course. So that's a flag football event on campus that we have for our students. It is co-ed, as well as faculty, staff, and students can be involved on it. So that's a really big event for us for camaraderie base to have everyone involved in that event. That is put on every year. And students can come watch and actually go onto the track and watch from there. So you'll have students come out with like couches and chairs, and they watch right from the side of the track. So it's a real big event that our students come to and support the student, faculty, and staff.
Great, thank you. How about Stevenson?
Yeah, we have our midnight breakfast, which happens during finals week in the fall and spring. And it's where faculty and administrative staff, so you'll see like VPs, they actually serve midnight breakfast, as the name suggests, in the dining hall for students. So it's a really cool opportunity during finals week. A lot of students are eating that late anyways. So it's another way our community really supports students by showing up to that and taking time out of their evening to provide food for students' sustenance and support during finals week. So I always think that's really cool.
Great, thank you. Mary Baldwin?
Yes, sure. So tradition, I think I might be a little bit biased with this one. I'm a Mary Baldwin alumna, but Apple Day, students get, a day off class, which is always a good thing in this case. Apple gleaning in the morning, big carnival in the afternoon, lots of yummy food, opportunities to interact. So I would say that that's a big tradition for us here at MBU.
Great, thank you. Davidson Elkins.
Elkins was a town founded from the timber industry, so we have a lot of trees and forests around us. We have a forest festival every fall, and students get 2 days off school. You have big parade, live entertainment. Campus kind of becomes campus and community come together and just kind of celebrate the fall season for a few days. Not this year, but hopefully it returns in the future.
Okay, thank you. Louisville?
Yes, we have the Kentucky Derby school shuts down. We have Thunder over Louisville, which is one of the biggest fireworks shows in the whole country. And so students go and attend and kind of participate in that kind of cultural tradition around campus. So school ends a little early for us because of the Kentucky Derby.
Thank you. And Roanoke.
So each year we host a President's Ball that our president of the college throws. Each year it's a different theme. This past year it was Viva Las Vegas. So really fun evening for all of the students there. Unfortunately, this year it will be postponed, but we're looking forward to having that back in 2021 in the fall, but always a fun evening with President Maxey.
Great, thank you, Roanoke. And thank you to all of our panelists for joining us this evening. And thank you to all of our attendees as well. Before we end the session, just a few quick items. Once you close this window, you will get a 4-question survey that we ask that you take a minute and complete. We also, again, encourage you to sign up for more sessions. And again, about 1 week from today, a recording of this session will be available on that same registration website. So thank you to everybody. Have a great night and good luck in your college search.